Welcome back to the Mojo YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about discipline. How important is discipline? Is it important? How can you build more discipline? So we're going to get started off with, so we both been reading recently, was it Can't Hurt Me? No, not Can't Hurt Me, we just finished that one. Was it Never Finished by David Goggins?
Yeah, Never Finished David Goggins.
So this is his second book. If you don't know who David Goggins is, he's like the world's toughest man. He's been, he's former Navy SEAL. He's completed 3 hell weeks, over 100 ultra marathons, pull-up record, fight fires.
Part-time wildfire fighter.
He just do a whole bunch of tough shit. Public speaker. You can Google him. He's a super interesting dude. He has 2 books out. One's Can't Hurt Me, #1 bestseller, and then another one just came out recently this year, Never Finished. Kind of like the sequel to Can't Hurt Me. So I'm gonna start off. So honestly, I didn't like the book when it first started. When I started it, I was like, bro, this is a recap of the first one. And don't get me wrong, I loved Can't Hurt Me. I think everybody I talked to about the book loved it. But this one, I'm like, ooh, where are you going with this? Like, I feel like he was just repeating the same message.
Yeah.
Now that I'm like getting closer to the end, damn near finished with it, now it's starting to resonate with me.
Like, I was right there with you. Like, I just kind of assumed it's kind of like what an episode is. Like, they give you the recap, but you can't skip it because it's the book. So he was just kind of give you like a recap, and then he actually went into like his current life, probably like the last 2 years, 3 years since like 2019. That's when he started like getting into. He's been up to like during the pandemic. Still pushing past his knee pains, body aches.
So what do you
trying to top himself?
So what do you think separates David Goggins from most of us walking around?
Mental toughness. Cause I'm like, anybody can get his physique that he has. Like,
Okay.
everybody can get that, but they have to have mental toughness. Like, some people already have his physique because they compete in ultra marathons with him. They might be on the same level with him, like with mental toughness, with mental fitness, of just trying to be the best they can be. But I feel like the thing he doesn't have that most people have is just like all mental fitness. Because once it gets hard, people want to give up and just try again later. I don't like this feeling. But with him, once it gets hard, that's when he actually gets started. Like, that's his normal. Like, he lives in the pain. Like, challenges like the mental toughness. Like, your brain, once you stop, he just pushes past that, ignores the brain, just keeps going. And he ends up doing like astonishing things,
So
basically.
you think everybody can get that mindset, that ironclad mindset he has?
I would say, yeah. Everybody is the same. He just had he kind of had a head start because he had like a rough childhood, so he's kind of already developing it like with his childhood. So he's been having that mental toughness for years, basically with his like rough childhood upbringing, and then he just kept, I guess, instilling it in him, like doing like the 3 hell weeks, being a member of the Marines, the Navy SEALs. So I feel like everybody can get it. It's going to take a lot of time and a lot of pain. It's not going to feel good.
So I was thinking about this. I think yesterday I was driving back, and I was like, I don't think everybody can get the mindset. I think more people can get it than have it now. I think it's capable, but I don't think everybody can be successful. I feel like if everybody's successful, nobody's successful. So I don't think everybody can develop this ironclad mindset where it's like nothing, you can't hurt me, you can't be beaten. I think more people can get it than have it now. But I don't think we're gonna walk around and just be like, oh, he got it. Everybody she has it, everybody has it.
I feel like everybody can. It's not easy to get. It's not like something you can just work hard, I'm just thinking like an Amazon shift, like 6 to 6, like a 12-hour shift or something like that. It's not something you can just work hard for.
All right, think about
shit's gonna hurt.
Think about the dude who was born like super privileged. The guy that was born, dad's multi-millionaire. He good genes, naturally has a 6-pack. Good looking parents, so he's a good looking dude or girl, whatever. I don't think that person's like they've never. Not gonna say they've never, but life has always been a little more cushiony for them than everybody else. So I don't think, like you said, Davis had an early start. His dad was abusive. His mom he watched his dad abuse his mom. His dad abused him and his brother. He had a whole bunch. He grew up in was Indiana. People called him nigger. So he grew up. He had a rough childhood. So this kid, you need to take this kid with a privileged childhood. Everybody told him, "Oh, you're so special. You're God's gift to the world." I don't think they can develop that mindset. When the times get tough for them, they call daddy, or they call mom, or they call grandpa, and they solve the problem for them.
But it's like, because they don't. To me, it's like I feel like that that person you described, like the super puffy guy, like rich guy, like grew up in wealth, basically. He doesn't want to have that mindset. Like he doesn't want to deal with pain. Just
Not even want it. I'm like, say it's '08 and everybody struggling. Dad money gone, mom divorced dad, grandpa dead, or some shit.
Yeah, I feel like that's
now he's facing adversity. I don't think he can be like, he don't know how to solve it himself.
No, that's what I'm saying. I feel like I feel like it takes a lot of time and a lot of pain to get that mindset. Like he's gonna have to go through something similar as how David is, what David's been through, kind of, but like in his own way. Like it's gonna be like a lot of pain, like a lot of suffering, but eventually you'll get past it.
I feel like if you want that mindset, you have to start like not at early age, but you can't start like later. Like I don't think you can be 30 and be like, you know what, I want to have an ironclad mindset. I think that's too late.
I feel like you can. Like it all boils down to if you're willing to finish what you started. Like you could say I want an ironclad mindset, and then just start doing all these things to try to get that way, and then just end up finishing because it's just too much for you. But I feel like if you're just willing to put yourself through that, just keep going, just putting one foot in front of the other, not even looking at the destination. I feel like you'll eventually get to that point. It's not easy. Like you have to push fast, go above and beyond.
So we don't live in a society with a ton of people with this mindset. So do you think it's important to have? Is it necessary? Is it something people should want? Like if we don't know that many people with it, is it like a desirable trait? Like I would say David got the same mindset. Like he got the Mamba mentality, or it's slightly different because he even been through actual war. But I think it's the same mindset.
Yeah, I feel like it's the same
killer mindset.
Like Kobe, like his is probably a little more extreme than like the Mamba mentality, but it's the Mamba mentality is kind of heading in that direction of David Goggins, basically. To me, like
it's a prerequisite.
Yeah, it's prerequisite class. Like his like advanced. Mamba mentality is like advanced. I feel like society would be better for it because everybody's looking to better themselves with society. Like they're not taking any bullshit with like the candy, TV, TikTok, and all that. Like some things will fail. Like the billionaires lose money, of course. But that's not really a problem. Like majority of people in the world, like they want to celebrate that. But I feel like society will be better as a whole. Like they'll focus on more important things in life, like creating like a new nuclear energy or something like that. Like where we're trying to focus on how it's a limited amount of people trying to focus on creating that, versus they have like the whole country focused on creating it. Then I feel like it'd be solved by now. Or agriculture, greenhouse gases, like global warming. I feel like more people, like to me, like the Mamba mentality or David Goggins, like it's not always just about working out. Like that mentality is like it's just like every day.
If you got degrees and stuff like that.
Yeah, if you apply that to like every day, like for like stuff that we've been trying to develop for like years would be like developed on now. Like our society would advance. I feel like to me, like we just forget all like the unnecessary shit we don't need to be worrying about.
So why don't more people have this mindset? If it can help, we see what it did for Kobe. We see what it. If you guys don't know about David Goggins, we just gave you a brief recap in the beginning. But he was also this 300-pound cockroach exterminator. Like he was a loser. He would say it himself. He was a loser. Like had no money.
At our age,
was out of shape. Everything was going wrong for him.
24 at our age, we are now. So like he started like kind of late already because he was already 20.
24 is not late in
not
any
late.
form of life.
Yeah, not late. But like you said, back to your question, the shit is hard. Like even Mamba mentality, I'll say like Mamba mentality is kind of like the advanced class, and Goggins like the advanced. Mamba mentality, that's still fucking hard. Like nobody wants to people always say, I want to live a good life, peaceful life. Like, I want to travel, vacay. I just want to live a good life, get a family or something like that. Like, the mentality they're on is not an easy life. It's not a cushy, like this cushy couch. It's not, I'm going to be, it's, no, you getting your ass sleeping on that fucking floor, or you going out to this basement, this cold ass basement.
They're constantly seeking challenges. They're constantly, like, they're like the title of the book, never finished.
Yeah, it's
there
like
is
it's a
vacation.
cold, dark, painful place that you need to go to.
So he actually is. So he talks about
you know what I'm saying? Like, but once you if you live in like the always cold, dark, painful place, some of the cushy things that you do end up getting, like when you walk up the stairs from the basement, end up getting is like 1,000 times better than like always happening. Like if we're like always a mama mentality or David Goggins type guy, just simply getting like some Chipotle would be like freaking amazing, because like we don't have that on the day to day. Or just watching a movie or something like that, going on vacation, it seemed like a life changing experience versus just doing it all the time.
And so me and you talked about this. Well, I think I got you at the Goggins in 2019, 2020.
Yeah.
So like I've been following Goggins for years, but we talked about it. Goggins reminds me of Batman. Like,
yeah.
Not in maybe damn near. He fight crime, put out fires, protect the city. Only thing he missing is a Batmobile.
Yeah, true.
He prefer to run everywhere. But like he lives a super hard life, constantly training. He never, it's not even, I ain't gonna say he never seems happy. Like he titles, he's never finished. He's always looking for more. Like in the movie Batman, he's fighting all these villains, blah blah, and fucking snap Alfred. Like, Bruce, I just want to see you happy with a girl and relaxed and chilling.
No, fuck
and
that.
Bruce was like, I got work to do.
Yeah.
Got them safe, and I can rest, then I'll go do it. But like you said, a lot of people, they want to fast forward. They want to skip all the pain, all the cold nights, all the rooftops, all the night patrols. They want to go straight to the vacation, the cute girl, and the kids.
Yeah, like not everybody. That's why I feel like this, like not everybody has this mentality. It's just because like it's not an easy road. Like people just want to go. Like they feel like they didn't suffer through life enough, like with bills and everything. Just probably some of their upbringing is like they just want to relax and just enjoy a good life. I'm not gonna knock that for them, but it's still like there's way more like your mind and your body can do. And like I feel like David Goggins is like a clear example of what it can do as long as you like push your mind like past its limits. Like that's why I always like kind of like resonate with anime. Like they, no matter what the anime is, like majority of them or like the top ones, they push the same message.
Yeah.
Pushing past your limits.
Hard work, keep
like,
going, never finish.
Of course, they're gonna have the hard work montage. But it's like that montage is like always everlasting. Like they kind of like forget the hard work montage. Like once you get to like the end, they like fully powered. But it's like they still probably do that hard work. They just don't show it anymore. It's like that hard work montage is still like an everyday montage. Like you have to still push past your limits, even on the days you don't want to.
So Bruce kind of, and it's funny. Bruce also had a hard, not even a hard upbringing, but like I would say a traumatic. It's like both his parents got killed in front of him, and I hope it's not a spoiler, but both his parents got killed in front of him. But I think that helped mold him to who he is, right? You know, he's like, oh, I need to help clean up the streets. Like saying that David had the abusive dad, seeing his mom get beat up, so he wanted to help protect people. So he goes, becomes a Navy SEAL, goes and fights in some wars, and he comes back and starts running ultra marathons to raise money for charities and stuff like that. So how does one, okay, you wake up, 24 years old, blah, 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 not disciplined. How do you wake up and get this mindset? Like, what's the steps? I know you say it's hard, blah, blah, but how do we get it? How do we get this mindset?
For me, I feel like read his 2 books, but you don't even have to start with, I'm going to run a 240 marathon on the first day. No, don't do that at all. That's like the opposite. I feel like you start with something small, like clean your room. And do that every day. Like just try to clean your room for 1 week straight. For like a week straight. And once you get that week straight, do it again the next week. And try to just make that an everyday habit. Like when you first wake up or when you get to this certain time of the day, you clean your room. And then I feel like you build on that. I clean my room every day. Next up, go to the gym. If you don't already go to the gym.
How long is it gonna take me to see results, bro? That's the question.
Shit,
How is cleaning my room gonna
you
get me
get those
results?
I feel like as long as you get those habits down, like we can get those habits down. When it becomes like until it becomes second nature. Like when you first wake up, you brush your teeth. Like, first wake up, brush your teeth, clean your room, go to the gym. Easy habits. It's just clockwork.
So
and then you keep building upon it.
it's still low key the beginning of the year. I think it was February 2nd right now, so we not even 2 months in. So me and we go to the same gym. I'm not gonna tag me. We don't get paid. We'll tell you which gym it is once we start getting paid. Once they start paying us, we'll start dropping sponsors. But okay, so January, first week of January, boom. Second week of January, still boom. Last week, it was dead now. It definitely was not as many people that were as the beginning of the year. So that motivation is to start dying down.
Yeah, because I remember, I forgot where I started. Like for the gym, you can't just start in the gym, hey, I'm gonna go to the gym 2 hours a day. Like, that's just too much for you. Like especially if you're not like always a gym person. Start at the gym like a 30-minute workout, or just trying to get to the gym. But just start. Like your routine should be, I'm gonna get to the gym, have a 30-minute workout, then I'm gonna leave. And then you just keep building upon that 30 minutes. And go to 45. Like each week, just keep building upon it. Like add 15 minutes. Like getting more advanced with your workouts, getting better techniques for your workouts. And then, like at specific gyms, you got recovery stations, you got a freaking sauna, or you got a jacuzzi at like certain gyms. But yeah, you can't just start out the gym. Like, I'm gonna go full hardcore, even though I've never been to the gym in my life. I'm gonna get a 2-hour workout. Then you're gonna be sore as shit. It's gonna hurt, and you're not gonna go to the gym when you wake up. But just to get over that soreness, you kind of need to go to the gym so you can stretch it out, work it out again, work out the muscles again. And you're not gonna be as sore, but you're still gonna be sore, but you're not gonna be as sore. And you just keep doing it, and you're not gonna get sore anymore. So it's like.
So do you need to be different? Okay, so step 1, I need to go get these 2 books. All right. Step 2, I need
It doesn't even have to be those 2 books. It's just the books I've read, but it's just like books of where people are disciplined, like The Compound Effect. That's another book. Like being consistent, and on my 30th day, the consistency is kind of like going to exponentialize and explode. Or not even the 30th day, but it's just the more you do it, the
So,
more
okay,
you
so
build.
I get the book. So I started learning about it. Then I started going. I try to start implementing, cleaning my room, setting little tasks myself. Then I go into the gym. But where does this lead me to? Like, how do I become Kobe? How do I become Kobe Bryant?
What's your passion in life? Like, I feel like you need to identify that first.
How is cleaning my room gonna help me get where I'm trying to go? Like, that's cool.
It's
I
still
got a clean
discipline,
room.
because whatever your passion in life is going to be, that's going to instill it. You need to get this done today as well. Like whatever your passion is, you need to build upon whatever your passion is, what you want to be your main, basically what you want your life to be like. If you want to be a businessman, you build upon your passion. After you get your essentials done, your chores for yourself, those disciplines out the way, the next discipline is your passion. That needs to do whatever you need to do for that. Read books, talk to people in that field.
How long does my task list need to be? Like, all right, I ain't even know I need to clean my room, so you need to tell me I need to clean the room. I need to go to the gym.
I feel like cleaning room is just an example. It's just,
How many things need to be on this list? How many things should I get done a day? Like,
I feel like
is it a certain number?
to me,
Do I just work on one big thing?
Well, for me, I feel like it's just in your heart of hearts. Like, if you know you're doing enough in a day, like, to me, I don't know. I guess to me, like,
The book never finished, so how do I know when I'm finished?
you're never going to be finished. That's why it's the next day.
So I'm never gonna be done. All right, so let me
You're
ask
never
you.
going to be done until you die. To me, like, you need to, it's every day.
All right, so let me ask. I'm happy you said that. All right, so we all know Kobe Bryant. When he died, it was 2020 died.
Yeah.
All right, so he died.
Day after my birthday.
Okay, damn. So he was like 26. So damn. So he died in 2020 after having this amazing career. Went on to start having another amazing career in filmmaking or short filmmaking or content creating, whatever you call it. And then he died in this tragic helicopter crash. So I didn't spend. So I don't. How old was he when he died? Do you know? He was like 30 still. 41. It was in his 30s. All right. So 40.
Retired like 39, 38.
Okay. So early 40s. He spent 20 years in the league. So I just spent 20 years of hard work. Now, before that, it was 20 years. Not even 20 years. He had spent 40 years of hard work. Because before he was in the league, he was AAU here and there, traveling with his dad. A whole life. I spent the whole life of hard work. Now I'm not even done, but I'm getting ready to try to go. He was stepping back, right? He was spending more time with his kids, trying to be a better. He was being. I'm saying not. He was still working hard, but I'm saying he wasn't. Not even gonna say he wasn't working as hard. He was. He had more time.
Physical. It was mental.
He had more time, but he had more downtime. He admitted it. Because he was like coaching his kids, spending more time with his wife.
I feel like, Brown, you move on to the next chapter.
Yeah, I agree. We got there. Right?
Transition.
You know what I'm saying? I kind of spent this whole life. I didn't get, like, if you watch the little short he made, Dear Basketball, he gave it everything he had. Now we're to the point where I'm finally done with that, and I'm about to go start this new chapter. Finally get to be a dad, because he said he missed out on a lot of opportunities, a lot of seeing his kids grow up. He missed out on a lot of things, parties with his wife, nights, movie nights, date nights, all type of stuff. And then this happens. So he never got to smell. I ain't gonna say he never got to smell the roses because I'm not him, but from the outside looking in, it looked like, damn, just when you was done, or you was getting ready to actually, he was at the games being celebrated, going to the Hall of Fame.
For that, I feel like those are like extremely, I want to say rare, but it's just so, like the probabilities of those, it's kind of like just so, like off. I'll say like, I don't know, like it's kind of hard because like it's not like he died of like a heart disease or something like he could have kind of prevented, but it was just kind of like a freak accident.
I'm saying, well, imagine you putting all this hard work,
but you're still leaving a lasting memory for all these.
But I'm saying before you get to where he at, like I'm saying, because he had 20 years to actually do his thing.
Yeah.
So say you that dude who the 24-year-old who just now I'm going to be disciplined. And I'm working on it for about 6, 7 months, 8 months. I'm getting there. I'm checking it off. I'm doing it every day, and then this shit happen. Because discipline isn't fun. Like I don't care what nobody say. And I think we both discipline isn't fun. That's kind of
not at all.
And I don't think we both kind of agree on this.
People need to accept it. Like shit is not. It's not a cakewalk. It's not fun. It's not pretty at all. It's not something you can post on Instagram. I guess you could post on Instagram. Like,
at the end, nobody posted it to the end to get the results.
This shit is not fun, but I just feel like it's necessary for life.
But now, okay, I didn't spend, let's say, because I think in my mind it takes about 3-4 years to get like solid results and stuff. Like, other than working out, like I'm talking about business-wise, degrees, knowledge. Once you get 2 years to learn, then actually another 2 years of implementing whatever. 4 years, you're usually ready to go do whatever you're doing. Have a semi-mastery or whatever it is. You in year 2, you can work, you getting there, you starting to see the momentum, and then it get cut short. Or you get I'm gonna spoil it, y'all. Actually, I ain't gonna spoil it for y'all. But like, what happened to dude in the book? I don't even know if you got there yet. But he was.
Fucked up his
Yeah, okay, yeah. So he in his groove. Do.
You know what he said?
And then that happens to him.
You know what he said? Okay, what's next?
Or then
what's next?
But I'm saying like it gets cut short. Not even now. Like or your career, like you actually die. Like now there is nothing next. Would you say that's like not in Kobe's instance? I wouldn't say it's a waste of life because he inspires so many people. But the dude that want to be the next Kobe Bryant gets cut short. Like imagine this is a great example. I think look at the football player who just had the little heart arrhythmia thing. Imagine it doesn't have a happy ending. Some people think he's a clone. So some people think it doesn't have a happy ending. But imagine he actually does die on that field after a year, after a lifetime of trying to make it here. This is fresh. This is rookie season, and in an instant, it's gone.
I'm saying that's unfortunate, but it's like, would you rather spend your life not chasing after your passion, just being here, or would you rather being on that chase, trying to chase?
That's what I'm asking you. So like,
that's when for me. I told you what I want to do. Like, I want to build a spaceship. Fly in that spaceship. I'd rather die on that path of trying to get to there than just being on a path of just being here just being here.
It's like in
just
the movie.
working. Not following my passions, being scared to follow my passions. I rather, even if I'm on step one on my passion and I end up dying, I'd rather still be on step one than step 98 of just being here, working the job.
I think it's 98 steps of just being here.
I don't know, you know what I mean? Like if I'm on the 98th step and I'm just starting out on this, I'd rather be on that first one. Because I know I wanted to follow what I wanted to follow. I wasn't scared to get to it.
So like you seen the movie Troy, right?
Yeah.
Or Achilles, right? Okay. So when he's getting ready to go to the war, he didn't want to go fight, and he goes and meets with his mom, and she like, I had a vision of you, and it's two different outcomes. One, you can stay here, you well known here, everybody knows you, honored. You meet a girl, you have a kid, and kids have kids, but after like 2-3 generations, nobody remembers you. Your name is lost in history. Or you go fight in this war, and you never come back. She don't say die, but we all know, like, if you don't come back, you probably die. So she kind of told him, you go fight in this war, you're not going to come back, but your name will live on forever. Like, shit, that's why we got the Achilles tendon now. So I feel like that's what you're saying. You either get the option to live as happy, not even happy, because I think deep down, you know you could be doing more.
I just feel like you feel empty.
I wouldn't say empty, because I think people would
like you still feel happy like with kids. I feel like
they had, wife, happy lives. They
you're
find
happy with your
happiness.
family. I just feel like with your personal goals, you may make up new ones, and that's okay. But I feel like to me, what I dreamed of as a child, like I want to make happen. Like I want my inner child to have peace. Like I always talk about this situation in my head, like what you talk about with Troy. Like I used to kind of want to I want my name to be remembered, like for the generations to come. I'm kind of now like I don't even care about if my name is remembered for the generations to come. I'm just doing this for me only. Like,
is that selfish though?
Yeah, it is. I come to terms like it's probably selfish, but it's like I just want to fulfill my inner kid, my inner. I don't know. I just kind of had like this I used to have like these feelings as a kid, like on a Saturday morning. I used to play like video games with my sister, the Xbox with my sister. Like Saturday mornings, my mom cooked. That's kind of the best feeling in the world. And I want to always strive to like create that same feeling. I'm just like, it's just like a feeling in my stomach. I don't know what it was, like just feeling at peace or something like that. I feel like I had that same feeling of feeling to go creating a fucking spaceship to go to Mars or something like that and flying in it. Like I'd rather feel that goal than have my name be remembered through like generations of
my whole thing is I feel like now people chase happiness, like this is a big thing. Like the people are pushing, be emotional, that talk about your emotion, that way you can be happy, blah blah blah. First of all, I don't believe in all that. The second, happiness is a thing. I like it best how Kevin Durant said. He's like, bro, happiness comes as emotion, it comes and goes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
People think you're supposed to be happy 24/7, but what I come to realize, and maybe you might disagree, but there's a difference between happiness and fulfillment. And I would choose fulfillment over happiness anytime. Like joyful happiness, that's cool. I get to spend time with my family, we go do stuff. I'm happy in that moment. But when I'm working or I'm at like peak top performance or whatever I'm doing, whether it be business or lifting or whatever, I'm focused, locked in, no distractions, nothing. The phone ring, not even paying any attention. That's where that fulfillment comes. When you set out to accomplish something, whether it be make your first dollar in a business, whether it be make your first $100,000, $1 million in a business, whatever it be, then you actually you start to see your progress. You start to see, I got $1. If I can make one, I can get two. Even with the YouTube channel, okay, I got one view, I can get two. If I get two, I can get 10. I get 10, I can get 100. And that's like where the fulfillment comes in. The happiness come along with it, but it's not even, to me, it's not even about happiness. Like I don't care about, oh man, I'm happy everybody watching our views. It's more about, I set out to do something and I'm starting to see the fruits of the labor. Sure, the fruits come with benefits, take trips, get money, blah, 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 get to buy nice things. But after you start knocking off stuff on that list, you're like, oh, it's all the same. No matter how many new shoes you buy, they're not going to make you any happier. No matter how many new watches you buy, it's not going to make you any happier. But checking off, not even checking off, just seeing the progress, the status bar get a little closer to 100%. And like we say, it's never going to get there. But just knowing, like, you leveling up as a person. Like each time you get a new skill. Like before we started this, we ain't know shit about making content. And we still learning, so we happy y'all staying with us. But yeah, it's just growing as a person. I feel like that's.
Yeah, I feel like happiness is overrated. So I'm like, why would you want to be happy all the time? I just kind of think of like you're in a like a utopia society. Like everybody's happy all the time. It just feels like something's wrong. Like why would you want everybody to be happy? Everybody got a smile on their face. I live in a world where everybody's happy and everything. So I do agree with you. Like I'd rather be fulfilled and happy because I'm like. I'm in a gym lifting heavy ass weights. I'm not happy about the shit.
Not at all.
Like, I'm not happy at all. I'm tired. I want to get this shit over with. I'm gonna keep hitting this shit. Or when I'm doing certain things, if I'm reading a book, I'm not happy about certain books I'm reading.
At all.
Like some books I might find interesting. Even in the books I find interesting, I'm not happy about it. I'm just laser locked on to what comes next. Why is this? Why is that? I'm gonna go Google that. I'm not happy about most of the fun things I do, even if like basketball, I'm not happy about playing basketball. Like I'm focused on winning, and I'm happy afterwards after we win, and we make some laughs and like that afterwards. Like most things, I feel like most things you do that that you have like a passion for, you're not really happy while you're doing it. Like you're focused trying to fulfill, reach that task or complete that task of like your main passions. Like if you're trying to go out to get happiness, then you go to like an amusement park, go to a movie. That's when I do like stuff that makes me happy, I guess.
Yeah, like I'm saying, like, but not to like shit on happiness, but those things, low key to me, that was a waste of time. Like
what?
Like amusement parks, going to the zoo,
like
that shit. Like no, I'm not saying I was like those things don't make me happy. Like they distract me.
Yeah, for certain, like certain people, like if it does make you happy, like for me, I love movies. Like movies make me happy, but movies are only like 2 hours and 30 minutes. So I'm gonna be happy for that 2 hours 30 minutes, and after that, I'm gonna get back to my day and stuff. So I just feel like their happiness is kind of like a what's the word for like a constraint time period. Like it's not a constant or forever time or feeling. It's for this certain amount of time. That's about it. And keep on going on for trying to fulfill your life instead of being happy with your life. That's what I feel like.
And I feel like happiness is a byproduct of fulfillment.
Yeah.
Like but I don't think it works the other way. Like I don't think fulfillment is a byproduct of happiness.
No, yeah.
I think you can be. I think you can be happy without being fulfilled. But I don't think you can be fulfilled without being happy.
Yeah, I feel fulfilled like walking out of 200-degree sauna for 30 minutes and after doing push-ups and ass feeling like I'm in hell. I feel a little joy, like I can breathe some nice cold air for once, like, or lifting after a workout, hard ass workout. I feel a little happiness. I see the sunrise come up. Oh, yeah, it's a great start to my day. Like, for that moment, looking at the sunrise, walking down the steps, I feel a little happiness. Like, it's gonna be a great day. Okay, get back to my day.
So can you have too much discipline?
That's a great question.
Because I believe discipline is the only thing. I'm taking it back. I believe there's only two things that can help you get to where you want to go: discipline and luck.
That's true.
And one of them you can't control.
Too much discipline. I don't think you have too much discipline. I'm just kind of harping on the point of, yeah, I'm just thinking like a random dude in college or something like that. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go to the gym on Saturday night at 11. My friends really want me to go out, and they always complain I never go out. And I'm kind of becoming distant from them. These are my friends. I'm gonna have no problem with bro going to the gym, trying to fulfill his goal. But like, those are probably not your friends that you need to be around with. Who can't understand it. Yeah, why aren't you going out to party with us? Like, you never do it. Versus the friend, this is my goal. Like, I want to become a bodybuilder or something like that when we get to the gym. These are the best times I like going to the gym at 11. I'm going to the gym every day. No breaks. Just, like, stay with that. Like, he's way more disciplined than him, than his friend or her, their friend groups. He or she just needs to find friends that, like kind of like how David Goggins would say, like his hound club, like friends that are willing to do anything for you to help you reach your goal, and vice versa. Like y'all are going to help each other and support each other, not just be like you can still be friends with that same group that want to go out and party. You're just not as close with them versus the people in your Highland club or your Highland it's Foxhound versus like the actual people.
Foxhole?
It's something like that.
It's just a military term.
Yeah. Versus like the actual people in your Foxhound or whatever like that. They're not those people you're aligned with. Like we got the same goals but different goals. Like we got the same goals of being the best we can be. But it may be one in business and one in bodybuilding. But we gonna support each other. I'm gonna drive you to your bodybuilding competitions. You're gonna drive me to my business meetings if I need a ride or something like that. We can both support each other. I'm still cool with my party friends, but I'm just not as close to them because they're not aligned with me, like not aligned together. So I harped back to that point, long made up scenario. I don't think you can ever be too disciplined. You're just not around the right people to support you in your disciplined manner. You're just around people who's calling it, oh yeah, you're too disciplined for me. You're just not around the right group of people, basically.
That's the thing I struggle with right now, trying to like understand too. Cause there's a lot of stuff that people like to do, and not to say we're any different than more other people. There's a lot of stuff people like to do that I don't find enjoyment in at all. Like TV, I get very little enjoyment out of TV. Like I'm going bowling later on today. I don't enjoy bowling. Like, I don't get any fun out of bowling.
But for that part, it's still more about your family. Like
that's what I'm saying. Like, and that's spending time with I spend time with family all the time. That's all we do is spend time with our families.
Oh, yeah, that's
but
true.
I'm trying to get better at giving, like not even like trying to be more fucking empathetic or understanding people's feelings. And I'm like, okay, it's my day, but it's also their day too. So I'm trying to get better at that. But at the same time, it's like, bro, like me and you have a lot of stuff in common. We like to do a lot of the same stuff. A lot of the same stuff to bring me fulfillment, bring you fulfillment, or vice versa.
Emotional, but I do consider you more like Foxhound.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Same. But like a lot of stuff that other people like to do and talk about, I find myself like, bro, I could give two fucks. Like I don't care. Like sometimes I'll tell you, I go on dates. People start talking about something like, bro, I don't care. Like, the stuff they talk about, girls go, oh, look at this funny TikTok. I don't care. Like
that's right. Like I try to
like maybe you're being like this discipline is like I feel like it disconnects you from a lot of other stuff. Like the other day, my nephew wanted to play the game, and bro, I haven't played the game since shit. That's where we used to live in 2019, 2020. I haven't played the game since then. That's when we used to play the game for hours at end. It's the last time. But bro, when I stopped playing the game, I started making more money. My life got better. So I seen the relationship. I'm like, oh, I put down the controller, started making more money. I told my nephew he wanted to play the game. I'm like, all right, I'll play the game with you. First, I was about to say no. But I'm like, not feel like a dick. Cause I'm like, my uncles never played with me and stuff like that. And I'm like, you know what? I don't want to be that dude. Like, I want to be a better role model or influence. So, like, you know, we got a gym at our house. So we worked out first. We went and did pull-ups, dips, and abs. Then after that, we went and he was like, why we got to do this? I'm like, bro, because everybody playing the game right now. He was on the game. He was talking to some of his little friends on the phone or on the mic. I'm like, they gonna still be playing this game years from now, and they not going nowhere. So I'm like, you come do this workout, and they still gonna be there waiting. I promise you, they not going nowhere. So that's my thing. Like, so I'm trying to get better, but the discipline's the point. Like, video games, I don't want to play video games, but I do want to spend time with my nephew and stuff that I like. He don't like. He don't want to talk about stocks and real life. He don't need team. He don't even understand real life.
I feel like, I guess it's like kind of a solution. There's always like a time and place. Like, I feel like 90% should be like discipline. I guess that may be too disciplined. But you still have like a 10% for your other leisures and just being there for like your family and stuff. Like you're saying, like we're gonna get this work in first, then we can
I ain't kill him or nothing. We did like a quick 10-minute workout, 15-minute workout. But
we're gonna get this fulfillment in first before we get some happiness in.
And it was funny watching him do the workout. He started off, I'm like, he 10, so I ain't trying to kill him or anything. I'm like, yeah, bro, just do 10 of these, 10 of these. He gets to the point, he gets to 10, he's like, that was too easy, I'm gonna do 15. Then you get 15, that was too easy, I'm gonna do 25. And I was like, I felt some pride in that moment. I was like, And he enjoyed it. He was like, oh, he'll run over to the next station, knock it out. Run to the next station, And after a moment, he forgot about the game. After we finished, he was tired, not exhausted, but he was like, he could felt he did some work. Then he was like, man, he really didn't want to play the game. I was like, bro, that's the difference.
Yeah, like I feel like you should get your discipline in first. Like back to like the gym example, like feed. I'm gonna go lift first, and then I'll go out with y'all or something like that. Just hang out with you guys and have a good time. I'm not drinking or nothing, but still be there. Like, I feel like you can get your discipline in first and still enjoy your leisures. Second, like there's really no such thing as being too disciplined for me. Like, and if you don't enjoy leisures,
I feel like not being too disciplined, but I feel like it disconnects you from like.
I definitely
it disconnects, like how he is saying you gotta find the friends, and like you just saying, friends that we're on the same mission. You might want to go do this, and I want to do this, but we both want to end up here. Not settle down here, not fucking and die on level 98 of mediocrity. We want to make it as far as we can. So, but that disconnects you from a lot of people, because a lot of people, they okay dying at level 98 of mediocrity. Like, not being as successful don't want to keep me up at night.
It kind of infuriates me, like, if I don't reach or if I'm not on, it's not even if I don't reach my goal. If I'm not on the path of trying, like, it infuriates me. It gets me, like, angry, like, in my head and stuff. Like, if I try to imagine my life, like, not trying to reach what I want
like,
to
okay, I'm struggling in this, okay, this or that. I'm having a bad month here or there or whatever. And you talking about you want to go party. I don't want to go party. It's something not going right now. I need to figure out this, like, and you talk about.
I don't want to run away from my issue. Like, I know some people do that. Like, they drink to forget their problems, but it's like I kind of want to just run towards my problems, get them over with, like, to resolve the problems and stuff in my life, versus just like trying to just drink them away, or I'll figure it out later. Like, get this shit done now, so I'll be at peace and stuff. So like, I don't think. It's just like a balancing act. Like, you need to get your work done. Like, you need to get your work done. You still need to, like, be there for your family. Like, it's still sacrificing because you're not going to be there as much for your family. So it's always sacrifices. It's always like it's only 24 hours in a day. I'm pretty sure. I remember in the book David Goggins talking about his like first wife got pregnant. He had a kid. And then he doesn't really mention the kid ever really. I don't know if that's just being private or it's just sacrificing. I don't spend that much time with my kids.
I was thinking about that too.
You're sacrificing stuff to, like, it's being selfish, like, it is, like, but it's your fulfillment of your personal goal. Because, like, if I'm not fulfilling of what I want, then why am I here? Like, that's how I kind of look at it. Like, if I'm not fulfilling what I want, what I want, I got, like, this kid and family, and I'm just there for them, and I just feel empty inside. It's like, why am I here? No more point in me. Like, I'd rather, it might sound crazy to say, like, I'd rather be there less but still trying to fulfill my goals, being disciplined, fulfill my goals, and take care of the family from afar, than being there every day feeling empty. Because I already know I might not be as a good father close up, feeling empty, and farther away, like killing it, but still taking care of them, but still trying to kill it. And when I'm there, I'm still being a good father, than just being there on an everyday, just a father, couch TV. Yeah,
but
you're there every day.
So like, I guess that's a good word, sacrifice, because that's what I'm working on right now. Sacrificing to try to meet the people in my family or like people I love in the middle. So not even in the middle. So I'm not going that far. I'll meet y'all somewhere. We ain't gonna meet in the middle. We'll meet somewhere.
We're not gonna meet anywhere. I'm gonna meet you somewhere.
Yeah, we're gonna break some type of common ground. But it goes like David was saying, he wanted to go do a third re-enlisting. Yeah. And he was gonna move somewhere and be a grunt, and then he was like, what's his name? Cushy wasn't having it. And I was like, did you just like pussy out though? That's what I was thinking. And I'm like, no, because
I don't think you pussy out because like you still need to sacrifice. Like I feel like sacrifice goes both ways. You sacrifice for your family and stuff, like from your disciplines, and then because of your disciplines, you take away from like your family.
But I feel like he found a good compromise because then he started doing the firefighter thing, and she understood that. She started canceling all the media tours and all that stuff.
So it's like a tug and pull with the discipline. Like you need to sacrifice to fulfill your disciplines, and sometimes you sacrifice your disciplines to still keep the people you love like around you. Like wife and kids around you.
I'm saying you be so disciplined. Like look at Bruce Wayne, he ended up by himself. Only person with him was Alfred.
Yeah, like
Robin left, came back.
yeah, like
left,
you need
died.
still like the discipline is a tug and pull of sacrifice. Like you need to find your right balance in that. To me, yeah, I just feel like you need to find your right balance in that because like with him, she could have left him. Like you still need to be. It kind of go back to like kind of Tom Brady.
I was just getting ready to go. That's where I was going
like,
next.
To me, like I don't think he should have played that last season.
I think he should have. I think he should have. It's like we gonna watch this video and y'all gonna see this and we're gonna see it right. I guarantee he get her back.
He probably will.
I guarantee he get her back.
Yeah.
He could never get this year back.
Okay.
Like
I would.
He
All
was
right, I
just,
take that back.
the year before he was just at an MVP caliber. I think he should have won it, or I think Aaron Rodgers won it, right? The year before, I think he should have won it. This year he played. He had a good year. He was fourth most yards or whatever as quarterback. It wasn't his best year.
Yeah. He's
Made
still
the playoffs.
playing good.
Yeah, especially be old. His team
Yeah.
wasn't that good.
A lot of
But
injuries.
imagine him at home. Like you said, I feel like he'd have been at home, a half-assed dad, a half-assed husband.
That's why I feel like he
question in his head.
Yeah, that's why I feel like he unretired. Like he couldn't do it. Like
I think he really had more left in the tank.
He felt the fire. Like he'd have probably went crazy if he would have never played. Honestly.
And honestly, like, I think we both. You read The Ways of a Superior Man, right?
Yeah.
So in that book, you talk about women and your kids are not the mission. They don't want to be your main. They might say they want to be your main focus, but they don't want to be your main.
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't know,
if
but
you
I kind of
sacrifice
like.
what you love the most. Not even love them. I'm sure he loved his kids, but like, where was you before football? Where was this beautiful supermodel before he was Tom Brady?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I would probably want to be the dad that's like less away, even though it's probably horrible to say, like less away and trying to fulfill his goals to better the family, and to just be a dad that's just there, that's just there every day for just there.
I feel like saying like Tom Brady's super disciplined dude, and I feel like everything he has in his life he has to thank from discipline and football.
But like also, I don't think that's everybody though. It's like there's definitely dads that's there every day and still present every day. Amazing dads, and that's their fulfillment in every day. I'm just speaking for myself.
Yeah, like a house dad. Or like
I mean, not even a house dad. Like you go to work, and you come home, like, and you just amazing dad. Like being at home with your kids and family. Like that's some people.
Yeah, that's their relaxed
yeah,
time.
I'm just not even a relaxed time. Just that's like their fulfillment. Like I don't, because I know some people kind of like that, but like for me, I'm just speaking for me personally. Like I would feel empty if I'm just a dad that just go to work. There's none pertaining to like my passion.
I feel like it's very few men that just literally like. It's even been a study. Spending more time with kids lower your testosterone. I feel like it's very few men that just want to be around kids all damn day. Like it's some that probably ain't grow with dads.
Yeah, I don't know if it's
there.
like shitty to say, but it's like I don't think like dads are supposed to be there all the time. Like they're supposed to be there like live in the same house probably.
I think you're supposed to have the father presence. Like I don't even think he has to be there all the time.
Yeah, like
you need to know if it's a problem.
Trash out,
dad gonna take care of it.
Dad.
Like
yeah.
if you do bad at school, dad gonna take care of it.
Yeah.
Like shit. Look at our one friend James. We didn't even know we know he had a dad, but we never seen him.
Like, he was putting in that work.
But he had a presence in the house. We knew don't go in this room.
Yeah,
don't do this. Don't do that.
I ain't never seen him until like the last.
I was like, oh, you are real. But I think that's the thing. Like I don't think dads are supposed to be there. I think like daughters are supposed to feel protected. Like oh my dad's a superhero. He can take care of me. Sons are supposed to feel inspired. Like oh my dad can do anything.
Yeah.
And women are supposed to love and admire him. Like oh my man's the man. But like he can accomplish anything. If I got a problem, he gonna solve it. If the sky was falling, he would catch it. But I don't think it's supposed to be like sit here and hold my hand all day and feed the baby. Like I don't think you're supposed to be breastfeeding the baby all day too.
I don't know if it's bad to say or not. But it's like I don't want to be.
I think with anything, but especially men, I think when men stop moving and like stop going out into the world and start trying to accomplish things, they become more feminine and they just start dying a little bit inside. Like a lot of men, like I see when they go on, whenever the women get pregnant, paternity, or like they go on paternity leave, a lot of them get time off of their wives too. They get fatter, they get bigger.
Yeah.
They look less motivated. Then they come back. Then they gotta go back to work. They work performance suffer. Then they be distracted. They don't know about like It's become
Yeah.
less macho, less manly.
Yeah, I agree. That's why I think it's just like a tug and pull with the discipline. But I don't know. I feel like discipline. It's kind of like the way it's really like the way of life to me. Like, it'll make your life like a life. They'll just focus everything to tunnel vision, hone everything in. Like even if you don't have like a passion or direction, I feel like you're disciplined, you'll end up finding something. But yeah, that's pretty much what I got.
That's all I got too. Before we thanks for watching. Before we end this, we want to say for two things. First, feel free to visit the Mojo website where you can get gear like this or hats like these or anything else you see us wearing on this show.
MojoBrand.net.
Yeah, themojobrand.net. It'll be a link below. Also, we want to thank you guys for watching. If you disagree with us, please leave a comment. If you agree with us, please leave a comment. If you say anything that you like, leave a comment. Let us know. We want to get better at this. And thanks for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe, share with a friend. We're out. Peace.